Hey everybody, Chris here. Certainly exciting news about Twitter talking to Elon Musk about the possible buyout, which of course reflects directly in this huge spike in the price of Dogecoin. But we see Doge settling back down. That's how Doge goes. And what I say is HODL. And HODL means most of us have bought Dogecoin. We're in it for the long term. And you're going to see these big price fluctuations based on news. That's how it goes with Doge. And if you can't stomach these wild swings, you probably shouldn't be invested in Doge. But what does this mean? Well, the other day I made this Dogecoin warning video and I could tell that the sentiment over the weekend was very negative, was very bearish, and that crypto prices were probably going to be dropping, and they certainly did. And we'll take a look at that in the charts. But what happens is, again, most of us are in this long term, so we really don't care. Some of us are market traders and are looking at good buying opportunities. And that's what I pointed out in my video the other day, is that I thought Dogecoin was going to drop into the 12s, and it did. Others were saying, oh, this is the dip and it's going to take off from here. Well, it's not. We still have this overall negative view of the markets. And I think that's going to still last for a little while. But with Doge, we're Dogecoin lovers. So what can we do? We can HODL, dogs and memes, still have fun, still use Dogecoin to buy things. That's right. That's what Doge is for. Its utility is actually purchasing things. And the more that utility is used, the more people use Dogecoin to buy things, then that use case continues to grow and grow. Does one person make a difference? Absolutely, because one person, 5 people, 10 people, more and more, using Dogecoin to buy things. Use your Doge to buy things, and then you buy some more on the dip. That's how Doge works the best. Keep Doge in circulation, keep buying more, and spend and tip. That's what Doge is about. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at the charts and also sort of a graph that I have on sort of market sentiment when prices go down and prices come back up. So let's take a look at that. So we'll start here looking at the Dogecoin on the 30-minute chart. The first thing you see is this big spike this morning. This is the trading up of Dogecoin based on this news of Elon Musk and Twitter having discussions, and the immediate response on Dogecoin. If we look at Bitcoin at the same time, Bitcoin does have some green candles here. I think that the big trading on Dogecoin is helping pull Bitcoin and others up. We see Ethereum trading up. We see Litecoin trading up. That's all based on Doge. Doge is helping propel the crypto market right now. Unfortunately, I think this is just a short-term thing. We'll see how the crypto market trades from here. What we were looking at the other day, though, was Dogecoin at 1350, and I was like, the market doesn't look good here. The charts don't look good, and that was the warning. It was probably going to drop down into the 12s, and we saw that happen last night. Big red candle, dropped down in the 12s, started to recover a bit, some trading coming on, and then even a further dip. So that's pretty low. It came all the way down to 1220, 1224 it looks like here. This was the low. And then here's the trading up. So we're up in the upper 13s now, trying to hit 14. If I go back to the daily and I look at how the daily looks, we see this green candle here, what's happening right now with the trading. I think this is probably going to come back down, retest 1330 again, and trading is going to be around there for Dogecoin. Bitcoin most likely has this red candle still underneath this upward green trending support line. Like I thought Bitcoin was going to drop below, and it certainly did. And I think it's going to stay below this line for a little while. Retest 37,000. That's what I see for Bitcoin. The stock market is probably going to have another red day. I think the crypto market's going to follow along too. I mean, look at all the cryptos that I watch here, all in the red, except for Doge, because Doge is trading up right now. And so what does this mean in terms of overall market psychology is this graph. So this is a graph that talks about how we think as traders when we're watching the price of whether it could be a crypto, it could be a stock, and that if you're in the stock and the stock is going up, you've got optimism, excitement, euphoria, which is awesome. You reach that peak. Of course, you don't know when this peak is, when it's live, but there becomes a sell opportunity if you're a trader. If you're a hodler, you don't really worry about this. However, when it starts going back down, our psychology is like, well, this is just temporary. It's going to go back up. So that's denial. And then it keeps dropping, and then there's fear. Fear is setting in as the price continues to go down. And then what you don't want to do right here is panic sell. You reach a point where you're getting into pessimism and then you just sell. That's the worst time to sell right there. If you had any inclination of selling, you sell up here, not down here. Because what normally happens, unless you have a real like crypto winter and total bear market and things are just going to keep going down and down and down, it's going to turn around. People are going to see the dip. They're going to start buying, and that buying is going to start bringing the price back up. First, there's going to be disbelief that this isn't really happening. It's just going to keep going down. But then there's hope as the price comes up, and then there's relief as the price settles back up at a higher level. So that's kind of interesting to look at in terms of sort of the psychology and the price swings of a crypto or a stock. So where does Dogecoin trade from here? Well, that's the hard thing about Dogecoin, right? Because you get these news like Elon Musk and Twitter, and you're like, price is going to spike. That's what happens. You don't know what the next catalyst is going to be, but this is certainly a big one. Dogecoin is probably going to settle back down. I still see Bitcoin, Ethereum still kind of low. So I think Doge will probably settle back down for a little while. And we'll see what happens with this Twitter thing. Why is Dogecoin so important with Twitter? Because Elon Musk, if he's running Twitter, we know his love for Dogecoin will most likely be looking for a way to embed Dogecoin into Twitter to be used for tipping. And also, people being able to buy Twitter Blue with Dogecoin as well. So that subscription service gets Dogecoin being used, and tipping as well, more Dogecoin being used. Everybody using Dogecoin on the Twitter platform is huge. So that's what the spike is about. Whether this actually works out or not, I don't know. I think the shareholders have a right to be heard. And if they want to sell their shares to Elon for $54.20, I think that's what the talk is. The board of directors should be looking out for what's in the shareholders' best interests, not what's in the board of directors' best interests. Threats of lawsuits, talk of that, that's not good. Maybe this gets worked out. We'll see how that goes this week. It's going to be exciting. What can we do again? HODL. HODL. It's going to be volatile. It's going to be a wild, rocky ride. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Elon Musk and Twitter and Dogecoin and hodling and where Dogecoin goes from here. Give the video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.